I'm Dan Reynolds. I'm president of the National Federation of Public and Private Employees. We're a labor union that represents thousands of employees in the public and the private sector and their workplace issues. But we also know that from time to time, our members or a member of their family faces stresses that cause them to need to reach out for help. So we're constantly looking for a place where we know your confidentiality will be protected and your needs can be met. Please watch this video and see if it can help.
Mental health and substance use disorders are complex genetic disorders whose target organ is the brain. So there are so many factors that go into the creation of something like a post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty big repetitive problem, especially now during the pandemic. You know, we've got several people who have gotten calls, or actually members that are afraid to call and let them know that they might be experiencing some type of mental difficulties, which, you know, can cause them to either drink excessively at home or try to self-medicate. And, you know, I've currently dealt with several ADA situations to help my members before they get to the situation where they're losing their job because they're calling out because of whether they're having anxiety problems or other issues. And, you know, it helps us as business agents, the people we represent. I know myself, I study kinetics, so I use body language in my work to pick up on our members, and we just want them to know if they need help in any issues, to never be afraid to come forward, whether it's with the employer through HR or us. Specifically get in contact with us, the union, and we can help them get over any hurdles they may be experiencing, because the last thing that we want is them to put undue pressure on their families and their job, because keeping their families fed, their bills paid, and working throughout this tremendous, tedious time that we haven't experienced in our lifetime, or mine anyway, is something that we want our members to know that we're there for them. They need to get in touch with us, and we'll be able to straighten out all problems, whether it's behavioral or otherwise.
So there are irregularities in something called a brain circuit, a neuronal circuit. And neuronal circuits have biomedical signatures. So the circuitry for addiction, the neuronal circuit for addiction, is different than the neuronal circuit signature for anxiety, depression, PTSD, TBIs, traumatic brain injuries, concussive events. They all have a signature.
In dealing with the members that we represent, we have some members that have, as you would say, some type of anxiety attack or some kind of paranoid or meltdown attack at work, or just downright can't take it anymore. They're stressed out from this, as we're dealing with this COVID pandemic today, we have some employees who are terrified of going to work. We have some employees who are terrified of working behind others. Some of the people that I represent, they don't want to service people at the window because they want to maintain extra social distance because they're not sure who they're coming in contact with. And we try to find ways to get them to reach out to us so that we can have those conversations with them to see what kind of help they may need in getting over the anxiety or the stress that they're feeling at the moment, so that they can, one, maintain their employment and not be disciplined for not performing their duties at work.
A lot of our patients don't even know what safe means. They have been so traumatized either during childhood development or as the result of traumatic events in adulthood or directly due to their addiction. They don't know how to be safe.
Is being under the influence at work a symptom of a bigger problem? I believe so, because problems escalate step by step. If you don't address the problem at the beginning, it becomes a bigger problem. Consequently, I will encourage you. The first step is to talk to your supervisor. If you don't feel comfortable talking to your supervisor, you can request the presence of the business agent from the Federation of Public Employees or a shop steward immediately that you are afraid to expose yourself in front of your supervisors, because we will try to help you.
A lot of our patients come in, the primary diagnoses, comorbid diagnoses of our patients with substance use disorders are anxiety, depression, bipolar 1, bipolar 2. Bipolar 1, you're having more fun, you're more prone to mania. Bipolar 2, you're feeling more blue, you're more prone to depression. A lot of them cycle back and forth very quickly initially in the early stages between anxiety and depression. HIPAA is our guideline for privacy and protection of patient data. So we take that very seriously.
After watching the video, if you or some member of your family feels they need help, reach out to your union and we can put you in touch with people that can help you. And if they don't meet your needs, call us back and we'll take care of it.